I mean, Rachel.
Now the world gon' see things will never be the same ever since we launched our own thing on our own chain. Bar Hex for 4 years, trying to DCA. Got post chain, post sec, trying to DCA. Now the world gon' see Rich already changed the game, which is why the hell you see me DCAing in the post chain. Bar Hex for 4 years, trying to DCA. Got post chain, post sec, trying to DCA. Now the world gon' see things will never be the same ever since we launched our own thing on our own chain. Bar Hex for 4 years, trying to DCA. Got post chain, post sec, trying to DCA. Now the world gon' see Rich already changed the game, which is why the hell you see me DCAing in the post chain. Bar Hex for 4 years, trying to DCA. Got post chain, post sec, trying to DCA. Now the world gon' see things will never be the same ever since we launched our own thing on our own chain. Bar Hex for 4 years, trying to DCA. Got post chain, post sec, trying to DCA. Now the world gon' see Rich already changed the game, which is why the hell you see me DCAing in the post chain. Bar Hex for 4 years, trying to DCA. Got post chain, post sec, trying to DCA. Now the world gon' see things will never be the same ever since we launched our own thing on our own chain.
Hey. Sorry about that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I think there's an echo. Yeah, my brain is hardwired to like not use people's real names, because in crypto it's pseudo anonymous for a reason and that sort of stuff. But in this case, before you give your 20-minute talk, I want to give Rachel a huge shout out and thank you because she's been running the backstage and making this whole production possible by getting the speakers ready in the green room, making sure that they have great lighting and sound and backgrounds and the whole 9 yards. And so definitely couldn't be doing this without you, and very grateful that you're able to help because Sticker Guy this year, he's got finals. So yeah, thanks for helping. And looking forward to your 20-minute talk here.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for having me. And it's been so fun. It's been quite the journey, being backstage because I get to see all my friends. So it's been way fun being able to do that. And then also it's been awesome just seeing everything that you do behind the scenes as well. I don't know how you do everything that you do. So kudos to you because this is quite the production that you have going on. So good job. And thanks for letting me be here. Also, I kind of liked the fashion coder tribute. When I heard that, I was like, oh, my heart.
Awesome. Well, looking forward to your talk here.
Perfect. Thanks. Hello, everyone. So my name is Rachel, and I have been a part of the Hex Pulse Chain community for a little while now. I was thinking about this. I think I've been posting videos for almost 3 years now for Pulse Chain and Pulse X, and then also Hex as well. So a little bit of backstory about me. I got into crypto in 2019, and you might already know the story about me, but this is my favorite story to tell. So I got into crypto, and when I got into crypto, my money doubled within a week, and I was in college, and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that money could do that. So crypto definitely was like a huge thing for me, starting out within college and then graduating and then getting a career and everything. But I basically blindly followed my dad and what he invested in, or if he thought I should invest in whatever it was. Well, he invested in Hex, but he didn't tell me about investing in Hex. And so I ended up investing a little bit later on, and then got into Pulse Chain and Pulse X, and then ended up making a channel to actually help my family and friends because they wanted to get into Pulse Chain and Pulse X. And I think this was just about the time that Pulse X had their sacrifice. And so I was making videos for them and what to do and how to use a testnet. And I was super surprised because people that weren't my friends and family started viewing these videos. And I feel like I was just adopted into the Hex and Pulse Chain community. And I'm really grateful that I get to be here with you because I love the Hex and Pulse Chain community. And so today, what I'm going to be showing you is how to onboard or how to buy Hex. And I have a flowchart for you. So my whole thing is always how to, and so I'm going to show you that. So Maddie, if you could show the screen. Perfect. Thank you so much. So we've probably all onboarded people into Hex and how to buy Hex. And I thought, you know what, it would be easier, at least for me, so this is kind of for me too, to be able to just come in and go through a flowchart of how to actually onboard someone into Hex and all of the things that come into this. So I'm going to go through the flow chart. But before I get into that, make sure that you screenshot this in case you are wanting to onboard someone into Hex, whether it's a family member or a friend or, I don't know, a random person on the street. You never know who will want to get into Hex. So right at the top, we start with tell your friend about Hex. Your friend's obviously going to be so hyped about investing. So then the very first thing that I have found as I've onboarded people into Hex as well as Pulse Chain is if they're willing to put in the initial investment of not only money, but honestly time. And sometimes that happens to, be a deterrent. And so if they say no, they're just going to miss out on those Hex gains. But if they say yes, then that's where you're going to move on and start discussing security. And so the initial investment not only is actually investing, but it's, are we going to be purchasing, a hardware wallet? How are we going to be treating our security? Are we going to be purchasing a laptop that is solely for crypto? As Randy was just talking, he was talking about how the people in just his community have lost $2.5 million. Like, that's seriously insane. And so that's why we need to be talking about security with people that are just getting into crypto, whether it's within Hex as their first token or if they've been in it long term. Some people don't know. So discussing wallet security is huge and having them purchase a hardware wallet immediately. Now, if they don't purchase a hardware wallet, this is their warning that they could potentially lose, their particular crypto, which would suck. And we don't want that. And we don't want someone's first experience or even any experience to be that. So if they decide yes, then they have the ease of mind of investing, even though, you still have to be cautious when you go into that. Now, the thing for me, at least when I have onboarded people, is I also have them download a hot wallet. And this can be any sort of hot wallet. I personally have used MetaMask in the past. We also have some amazing products, though, within our Pulse Chain community, wallet-wise, like Internet Money. So downloading different hot wallets can definitely work for that. I just like having MetaMask personally on my computer so I can go in and use my Trezor, which is the hardware wallet that I have, and be able to transact back and forth. But you can do that with so many different ones. So that's just the ones that I use right now. So you'll have them download the hot wallet. And then if we go all the way down to the second line, within this wallet, if you're going to be in MetaMask or other ones, you might not be exactly on the Pulse Chain network right away. So if you go to pulsechain.com, you'll be able to go in and switch the network to make sure that you're in Pulse Chain. And then from there, you're going to start investing the money for your friends and have them do it so they learn how they're doing it. But you can do this in a couple of different ways. So the first way is actually using an on-ramp. There are several within the Pulse Chain community. And so you can go take a look at that. Coast is one of them. There's also I can't remember what the other one's called right off the top of my head. If you go to gopulse.com, there's one there. I think it's changed now. There's so many other ones too that you can go in and check out. Or you can use the bridge, so you can start with a different chain. Like I'll use Ethereum. I like using my exchange, Coinbase, getting my money in because my credit card or my card and my bank account and all of that, they know my Coinbase investments. And so I don't get flagged for that, which is really nice. So I still actually personally use the bridge, not the on-ramp. And also the on-ramps, sometimes you have to live in certain countries to be able to use them, or you have to make sure you have a VPN. So choose your way of what you're going to do. But I use the Pulse Bridge, and then you're able to have whatever funds it is within the Pulse Chain ecosystem. Also, I forgot to mention this at the beginning, but this is how to buy PHEX. And I don't even want to say PHEX, but just to say that to tell you it's Hex, but it's on the Pulse Chain network. We're not doing eHex, which is Ethereum. All right, next up, we're going to go in and obtain some Pulse. And this can be done a couple of different ways. You can actually have your friend go in and buy it through an exchange. I have found that it is seriously just easiest to be able to onboard someone if I just send them the Pulse for their transactions. If they're going to buy Pulse, that's awesome with whatever they bridged in, or if they were able to do an on-ramp with Pulse, but they need a little bit of Pulse to be able to go in and actually transact. So I just send my friends some because it relieves my headache from all of the process of it. And then after that, they're going to go in and use PulseX to buy the hex. I do want to give a shout out to the products. I talk about this in my videos, but I absolutely love that Pulse Chain, PulseX, the Pulse Bridge, everything uses IPFS. And that's so important as we're looking at decentralization within technology is we're not using just a .com HTTP connection within the internet with the servers. We're actually using IPFS, which is decentralized. And I just love that. You also can download the software to your desktop. And I also have that because I love the option that I don't even have to be able to access the World Wide Web or anything like that to be able to get into PulseX and do my trades and all the things. Anyways, I love that. And so you go in, PulseX, you buy your hex, and however you want to trade. And then guess what? You become a Hexican. Absolutely love that. Now, the next step, this is optional, but as a community, I think that we all get this, is the next thing is to stake your hex. And so it is great, to have maybe a little bit of liquid hex if you are wanting to sell that. When I first invested in hex, I just went and made my stake ladders and all the different stakes that I wanted to do, and I absolutely love that. But also, as time has gone on, I have wanted to have a little bit liquid because I want to make money on this, not in those specific time periods as well. So go in and stake hex, and this you can find at the go.hex.com. It also sounded like we have another option, which is the actuator, which was talked about a little bit earlier as well within this conference day. And so there are just so many tools and amazing softwares that other people have put out from our community where you can actually just utilize all of the amazing things. So that is my flowchart on how to buy hex. So like I said at the beginning, make sure that you screenshot this just in case you have it in your back pocket for when you're ready to onboard someone else into hex to become a Hexican. And Maddie, that's all I have. So that's my bit.
All right. Well, today has been another successful day of the 5th annual Hex Conference. We are halfway through the program here. We had tons of amazing speakers yesterday and today, and the next 2 nights will be no different. Yeah, so really looking forward to the upcoming talks. Go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button and share this out. Because the more people we can get the content out to, the better. And I definitely appreciate Rachel doing this flowchart because I think there have been years that we didn't even go through all the basics that we needed to. And so I'm really glad that she could cover something so important.
Thanks so much for having me, Maddie. This has been awesome.
Yeah. I want to thank just before we wrap up, I want to thank the sponsors so far. We've had fiat.io, and today we had texitcoin.org, and then actuator.finance will be sponsoring on the last day. Tomorrow, we're going to have some special guests. We've got Bitcoiner Bobby Lee. Also, we have Aubrey DeGray, as well as a number of people within our own community. And so that'll definitely be something to tune in for. Make sure to follow on Twitter, Hex Conference. And with that being said, thanks everybody for tuning in. And until next time, stake wisely, my friends, and peace out.
Steps are insane, staking on ETH and Post. We on 2 chains, other coins didn't fit. What was I supposed to do? Not stake and stay broke with you? Shit. Bought hex for 4 years, trying to DCA. Got Post Chain, PulseX, trying to DCA. Now the world gon' see, Rich already changed the game, which is why the hell you see me DCA in the Post Chain. Bought hex for 4 years, trying to DCA. Got Post Chain, PulseX, trying to DCA. Now the world gon' see, things will never be the same ever since we launched our own thing on our own chain. Bought hex for 4 years, trying to DCA. Got Post Chain, PulseX, trying to DCA. Now the world gon' see, Rich already changed the game, which is why the hell you see me DCA in the Post Chain. Bought hex for 4 years, trying to DCA. Got Post Chain, PulseX, I'm trying to DCA. Now the world gon' see things will never be the same ever since we launched our own thing on our own chain. You other Sammy Chicas need to get your crypto coffee to wake up and out of ditches so you go from rags to riches.